Hi, I'm Jessica Van Dop de Jesus with the Dining Traveler, and welcome to the Dining Traveler cooking series where we try some of our favorite recipes. And I am in Eaton Hotel in Washington, D.C., actually one of my favorite hotels because I love the design.
So cool.
And I am with Baker's Daughter's pastry chef, Aisha Momaney, and what are you going to teach us to make today?
Today we're actually going to make a summery fruit tart. It's a great little dessert that's filled with pastry cream and fresh fruit, and it's perfect for a warm day because you don't even have to turn on your oven.
Not turning on the oven, sign me up, because especially in DC it gets really hot.
So humid.
So let's get started.
So first things first, with a fruit tart, you need to have a base, a vessel, something to put the pastry cream and all the other delicious stuff in. You can make your own, but I actually feel no type of way about just buying pre-made tart shells at your grocery store. I think it's pretty easy to find them nowadays, wherever you go shopping. I prefer, for this type of fruit tart, a little vanilla shell. The thinner the better, just so that you're getting like all the delicious goodies on the inside. I am going to use a pastry cream that I already made. This is vanilla. It's really easy to make your own pastry cream. It's just eggs, cornstarch, yolks. I like to use vanilla, and then a little butter, because you have to put some butter in there to give it a little bit of like flavor, you know. But you can also buy this at the grocery store. If you do make it, it's super easy. It takes like 10 minutes max. I like to put it in a piping bag because it makes it easier to get it in the shell. So we're just gonna fill these pastry shells with the pastry cream, and I like to fill it up about halfway and set them aside while we assemble our fruit and peel and cut our kiwi. So first I like to take the ends off of the kiwi just because we're not gonna use them anyways. And then I'm gonna use a peeler, and you don't have to push too hard. You don't want to like rip up the flesh of the fruit. You kind of want it to look like a kiwi still when you're done, just without the skin. So if you have any leftover skin on it, you can kind of just use your knife to like gently like just shave it off. And then I like to cut it in half this way, and then kind of line up the fruit on the cutting board and just cut nice, cute little thin slices. Just like that. Kiwi's just like a cute fruit, you know?
It is.
Like, it's delicious and it's cute, so you can't really go wrong. I'll keep those right here on the edge of our cutting board for when we're ready for them. So for the strawberries, these are pre-washed. I washed them earlier, and then I actually have them set aside to dry, because if you put a super wet strawberry on your tart, it's gonna be kind of like bleeding water into it, and you don't really want that. So if you do wash them, I would just give them a little time to dry off. You don't want the water kind of like diluting your pastry cream. So first thing I'm gonna do is cut off the top and just kind of like put it there on the side. Basically the purpose of doing that for your fruit is to give it a flat surface to sit on so that your fruit's not like rolling around while you're trying to cut it. So I'm gonna just cut these into quarters so it looks like this, and then I'm gonna set them aside. If you had like a gigantic strawberry, you could cut it into sixths, because you just kind of want all the pieces to be about the same. So I'm going to do strawberries on the outside as like our kind of like fence to hold all the rest of the fruit in, and then I'm gonna go kiwi, and then the kiwis are gonna be the bowl for the blueberries. So first thing first, I'm gonna start layering my strawberries kind of like a dramatic little strawberry fence. A lot of pastry is like, you know, first we eat with our eyes. So you just want it to be aesthetically pleasing. You could just kind of pile the fruit in here if you really wanted to, and trust me, there's no shame in that. But, you know, there's no harm in having a little fun with it and kind of like making it look cute first before you get to devour it. So we've got our strawberry fence here, and then we've got our kiwis, and then kind of like as much as you want to put into it, you can fill the center with blueberries, and they will be held in place by our cute little kiwi fence. So this stage, which is the last stage before you get to eat it, is called nappage. Nappage is basically like a fancy French apricot-based glaze. You can buy this in the store, and secretly I also buy this because it's a lot easier to buy it than to make it, and the product that you buy is probably better than the product you're gonna make anyways. So there's nothing really bad in it. All that it does is it makes the fruit shiny, because we do eat with our eyes first, and it adds a little bit of sweetness on top of the fruit. Sometimes it needs it, especially like early summer, just needs a tiny bit of help. You should slightly heat your nappage and then add a tiny bit of water to it, just so it makes it easy to just dab it on, because you don't want to kind of like throw off your beautiful fruit that you've arranged. Just give it a little dab, and then the nappage will actually set, and your fruit will kind of have that like glossy, beautiful bakery look to it. So that's a fruit tart.
So now to my favorite part, which is the tasting. Thank you so much, Chef Asia, for giving us a lesson on how to make the perfect no-bake dessert for the summer. So I'm gonna try a little bit.
I hope you like it.
Yes, I have a feeling I'm gonna like this. Delicious. It tastes like summer. It's light, but then you have the creaminess of the pastry, so it's perfect. So you guys make sure to check out Chef Asia and her beautiful creations at Michele's and at Baker's Daughter in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much for giving us a lesson on making like the easiest summer dessert.
My pleasure. Come visit.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.